one who was buried comes up from the grave. One once was human, but a full moon makes him a slave. Siblings infernal by blood or by spell. Formeldahyde and Wolf Tummy presents Drag Us to Hell.
Welcome to Drag Us to Hell, the unholy offspring of the only true year-round local horror shop in Arizona, Terror Trader. I'm Franco. Some people know me as Wolf Tummy or the Wolf Tummy or whatever. So I'm a full-time artist, part-time thirst trap. That's pretty much sums it up. I love money. I love shoes. I love 80s cartoons and all things horror. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, and then we have my wonderful co-host.
Formeldahyde, also known as Formeldahyde. Or Thermaldehyde if you're Jay Jolie, who doesn't know how to say my name. Thermelda,
yeah.
with a T.
She's sticking with that.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. I am a drag artist, or a drag monster, whichever you prefer. I'm born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona, and my favorite thing to do is to be a little thought on Twitter.
What else is there? That's what Twitter's
that's all
for.
I got. That's all I got on my belt.
And then occasionally you'll hear from Jason. Say hi, Jason.
Hey guys, how you doing?
He is.
I sound really raspy right now. I've been yelling for 2 days straight, so sorry about that.
He is our engineer. He is the owner of Terror Trader, and he's making all things possible. So
thank you so much.
Thank you guys, man. This is fun.
Yeah,
wait, what am I getting into?
You're gonna be getting into a crash course in all things homosexual.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
We're gonna drag you through the gay underworld.
Dragging you to hell.
This should be all right. I'm glad I wore leather today. So.
All things biblically abominable will be referenced.
Oh yes.
So this is our first episode, and we're just gonna go and see how it
turns out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So let's talk some shit.
Yes, please, let's do it because I have a lot of shit to talk.
Yeah. Oh, happy Halloween!
Yes,
everybody.
Yes, happy Halloween. We hope everybody has a safe and exciting Halloween this year.
I don't care if you're Halloween safe, but I hope it's exciting.
Well, as safe as they come, you know.
So there's a few things to talk about. Let's dive right in.
Yes.
We can talk about Dragula, since that's what's hot right now. And,
yes, it's very
Titans.
exciting. Titans, yes, the best of the best have returned back into the depths of hell from Draken Swan.
Yeah,
very exciting.
The Boulay brothers.
Yes, you know. I'm excited to see. It was a little lackluster this first episode, in my opinion.
Oh wow, okay.
Just to go off, we're gonna go off right now.
Okay, we're doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For a Titan series, I expect a little bit more of a thrill. And personally, I didn't get that watching it.
There was not a lot of tight ends.
No, not a lot of
those
Titan
Titans,
energy, in my
sure.
opinion. No, definitely not. I feel like if you, a lot of these queens and stuff, they've had a lot of time under their belt, and I feel like they would have more to show, in my opinion.
So wow, so you're saying they're old right off the bat? Wow,
they are old. A lot of them are some old bitches. Okay, I think Hoso is the youngest one, being at 19, 20 maybe.
Is Hoso like that?
They're
young?
very young. Yeah. Because when we were first on our season 4, she's a season sister of mine. I know the big deal was that they weren't of age here in the United States.
I
but
did not know that.
In where they're from, they were of age. So that was a big deal just because of the whole exterminations and drinking and stuff like that. Reality TV, very infamous for pumping us full of alcohol and letting us get messy in front of a camera. You know how that can be.
Big fan.
Yeah. Ooh, big fan. I love being messy, especially when it comes to being a prophet for it. So, but that was something that people were questioning her and stuff like that about, which, the Boulets made it very safe, very good environment for them to be in, for them being underage. But now they're of age here, so I think
Hoso still lives in is it
South Korea?
South Korea, right?
Yeah, South Korea. Yeah. So very different, especially for the Dragula scene. We have a artist which I admire very much. I love Hoso very much, but everything when it comes to their references, when it comes to horror, when it comes to lifestyle, it's very different because they are going from their culture to the United States.
Yeah.
And it's very cool because it's not like they're shoving it in our face that they're from a different culture. They're not being pretentious with it. It's very interesting to see. And then visually, it's amazing to see because as we'll see in this episode, and I think we'll get into it and stuff, their looks are just outstanding. And it's because they are mixing their culture with the States.
A little taste of the United States.
Yeah,
horror.
exactly. Yeah, because they're verse with everything, I feel like. And that's a good mix, especially when being in a competition.
There's not a lot of verse people.
I was
queen.
like, speaking of someone who's not a verse.
in this competition.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess before we get on to a little banter and everything, what were your first impressions?
I liked it. There's more money going into it, it seems, every season. They're in season 5 now, technically.
Technically, this is
because I remember season 1.
Yeah.
It was
Technically,
out of the back of
5,
a van.
If we want to think of this, I think of this as like the 6th entry because Resurrection obviously wasn't a season, but was a Halloween event episode.
Yeah.
It was a one thing, but I see Dragula less more of like a franchise and more of entries because I feel like no matter what if it's a season, if it's just a one-off holiday episode, they put the same amount of production and effort into it. So no matter what, you're getting a full course meal. So technically, I would consider this the 6th entry, but season wise, 5th season.
Yeah. So I liked it. Like I said, more production value, more money. And I like money a lot. People that listen to Creepcast know that I talk about that a lot. But I really liked it. We can talk about those entrance looks. They were close.
They were questionable. They were there. We could say that they were there.
There were people present.
There's definitely there. I will say, I love seeing the evolution compared to other seasons. Like when, let's say, like Melissa Be Fierce first came in her season and her entrance versus now, it's a big difference. I will say, being a part of a project though, I understand why a lot of these entrance looks aren't the most spectacular and not the biggest thing in the world. One, because we're going into Dragula. You don't know what you're walking into that first episode. And 2, when getting ready for a season, it's a lot of pressure. You have to get like 20 outfits done within such a short amount of time. I don't think anybody's entrance look is something that you're going to be like gagging over. It's not going to be something you're putting the most money in, that's for sure.
Well, we talked about it before. I would think that if I went into something like that, they're going to, cover me in scorpions.
Exactly.
Or they're going to put me in front of a firing squad. There's going to be something. I'm like going to be dressed to perform and
you got to be prepared
do physical shit.
Because
this is way more physical than the
exactly, because our first episode we were brought into an abandoned building and had to walk through it, and it was a haunted house, but we had no idea what we were going into. And next thing you know, I'm being put into a locker that's rotating down and then dropped into a ball pit. And if I would have known that, I wouldn't have worn a steel bone corset that would have stabbed into me when I fell into that ball pit. So I understand the kind of the lower, like, not exciting looks, but I mean, I still think there is a way to make a look striking without having to be all that. And that will kind of lead me into saying I think Abora and Victoria both had my 2 favorite looks going into it personally. I think they were, at least for like Victoria, it was elegant, but it wasn't something that was super big or something super like in your face. You could tell that it was nice. It was quality work. She obviously has a story with it. I don't know. Like I feel like she's like very much a glamour ghoul and stuff like that. So it went back to, I think, a lot of looks that she's previously done. And then Abora is just, she's wild. I love the stuffed animal, like glued on all over this dress, and she's like this weird like FU to pageant drag and stuff, even though she just won a drag queen of the year. And it's like that's pretty badass for her to like give like a big middle finger to the drag scene and stuff like that. And her literally walking in and saying the pageant queen has arrived, because technically she is the queen of pageantry right now, at least in LA and Alaska's contest. So it was exciting to see them.
Abora was my pick for the best. Okay, so the funny thing about Abora is, like, Abora looks like a 20-year-old out of drag. Looks like, I mean, to me, I don't mean this as an insult, but looks like a 20-year-old Robert Englund.
Wow. Okay, that's a
That's what I get.
That's a comparison.
I'm getting Robert
Nothing
England.
I would have ever thought.
I'm getting Robert England when he fell in that piano on Adventures of Fort Fairlane. That's how I feel.
That is wild.
But the but the look was like killer. It was
very
spot
cool.
on.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Yeah.
Without like bashing anyone, I'm gonna just go ahead and bash somebody. No, I'm not going to bash anybody.
what was that, by the way? We're a minute ago. Sorry to jump in there.
Well, and by bashing, no. Okay, so I would say that my my least favorite look was Coco's look.
Really?
And I don't think that, I mean, she's fucking crazy. Everybody that's on there is crazy and talented.
Yeah,
I always say, like, I don't want people to take things personal because you're one of, like, less than 100 people in the world that have ever done this.
That's kind of the thing that, going on. And this is what I'm excited for to see on Titans is because this is all previous cast members. So each and every one of us has each had an experience with hate and a little bit of overbearing critiques and stuff like that and unnecessary things being said to us. So at least I hope, but I do hope that everybody that's on has a thicker skin when it comes to people talking about them, only because it is out of love and it is out of everything we do appreciate about them. I do agree Coco's look is not the most exciting thing. I think she looks very gorgeous and stuff, but I also think too, with somebody who wasn't early out on their season 2, we haven't got to see a lot of Coco. So for maybe somebody like for us, it seems like, oh, this is just something Coco normally wears, and this is like a normal gig look and stuff like that. But not a lot of people have seen everything she can do, and especially with her being like, I know, like, social media wise too, from our season, she doesn't have very many followers and stuff, which is unfortunate and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a good look to go with because it kind of brings the essence of Coco, yet is an evolution on like what she brought, like I said, originally from our season. And her entrance look from originally, it's a big upgrade. I will say, and she looks gorgeous as ever, and sporting that body, that curvy body. Anytime Coco comes through that door, she's gonna have a body on her. Yeah, I'm gonna be very surprised if we don't.
That
see
shit's mad uncomfortable looking, but you suffer for art.
It's easily she's like 40 pounds heavier. 40 pounds because I know those.
So she's up to 140.
Oh yeah, literally, it's insane. I don't know how she does it because I do what I do, and that's without pads and anything. And by the end of the night, my back is breaking. So I wouldn't know how a like 10-pound breastplate being on for over 12 hours. I know of filming. I couldn't even imagine being in all that and the padding and stuff. Like, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I definitely would just like throw myself out that window.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just funny because it's like we go into a show being tortured, but Coco is constantly being tortured and stuff like that out of her own free will, out of drag, like
self-torture.
Yeah, literally.
2023 is about self-torture.
Yeah, we love it. We love to see it. I will say my least favorite was, and this isn't me hating. I'm an absolute Kendra Onyx stan. I absolutely love them. Sometimes I just feel like she is in a whole nother dimension, which is not necessarily bad. Yeah. But this look looks like she stepped right out of a Forever 21, in my opinion. This is like... It was so off. I like the color and everything, but there just wasn't anything exciting.
It's like baby blue.
Yeah, it was like
a
seafoam bluish green, and she's got it's like furry and stuff. I mean, it gives bimbo energy, which I do love anybody who gives like bimbo energy. And I feel like if you're gonna do it, I would do more of like what Coco does, because I feel like Coco does the gothic bimbo of everything, which I feel like Kendra was trying to give, but I just don't think it was that exciting. And for somebody like Kendra, who I know who like she can pull the look and stuff, I was just a little disappointed by it.
Yeah, I needed to just I'm all okay. I've said this on more than one occasion. I'm like way fucked up. What would you do? What just like boom off the top of your head? What would you wear?
Oh, see,
because we're talking about what other people wear. So
true.
I want people to say shit about what we would do.
Oh. 100%.
Feel free to talk shit about us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Read me to filth. I love it. I love every moment of it. For me, I think about this a lot just because it has always been my dream to go back, and I will go back. Blaze, please bring me back.
Right.
I'm begging you. I need that paycheck. I would do something leather. My drag is always in the realm of like Cenobite or something like that. So I would love to come in like some. And I love being, like we already said, I love being a little thought and stuff like that. So I'd love to be in like a leather, some sort of leather jumpsuit with some belts hanging off. I love a little butt cape. That's what I call them. I always wear little butt capes, but they're just like a train. I feel like my drag has gotten a lot sexier, so I'd like to show a lot of leg, a lot of skin and stuff like that. I think with me and my color scheme, like a neon green wig and something that's a little like gothy.
Do you plan on hanging around?
Because
I'm definitely going home first.
Oh no, I'm there. I'm there to stunt a look, and I'm there to impress.
See, okay, that all sounds really like thought out and creative. Popped into my head right now. I'm like, I'm gonna get on Grindr for a week. And I'm going to literally just get like a bukkake dress.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to get as many dudes as possible to just like jizz on a plastic tarp. And then I'm freezing it. And then I'm just going to transport it in a ice chest.
Yeah, you're like the abominable snowman.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm wearing.
A Yeti, all right?
A Yeti.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm going to wear.
The wolf Yeti.
Yep. Yeah. I know that they're going to be horrified, and I'm going to go home, so I'm going to go home.
I don't know.
No matter what, I'm going home first.
I don't know. I mean, I heard Abora covered herself covered her dress in tuna. So I mean, you might stay just because of how you smell in the long run, because they love a good full 360 experience. So I don't know. Maybe that's
going to be 360. It's going to be more than 360 loads for sure.
Jesus Christ!
So I'm like, I'm not having sex with you. I just need you to do your business on this. It's for my art.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going there. That.
Oh, this is nothing. Shit. Oh, come on. I am holding back. Trust me.
No. Oh my
God.
God.
But it'll, it's fascinating to see, like, and it's just starting. The thing about this show is they put you through the grinding. I'm Grinder again. I'll Rosie to Grinder, but they put you through they put you through it.
They put us through it. They definitely do.
And yeah, like the intestinal fortitude you have to go through this.
Yeah, that's why like
they mutilate your body, Jason. Just so you know,
is that what happens?
Yeah, they do all kinds of shit. You agree to it.
We agree to it. Yeah, but and that's another thing I always like to remind people, especially on Twitter and stuff, especially with these little Dragula fans, quote unquote fans, when they send hate and stuff like that. We honestly can prepare as much as we can, but nothing truly is the same when you get there.
Yeah.
You will never expect, and you can never plan out what's going to happen until the moment you get there. And that's why a lot of the times, and why I sympathize with a lot of people who get on the show and kind of choke up a little bit, because that was me. I thought I had prepared to the end of the world on how I was going to play this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That went the exact opposite. You just don't know what you're getting yourself into. You have not only the Boulets and their twisted minds, but then you also have Shudder and their production, and that's a whole nother ball game, because you got to play both fields.
Yeah.
You have to impress both teams, and that is very, very, very hard. So honestly, you never know what's going to happen, and that's why I'm like, please sympathize with these artists, because at the end of the day, they are people, and we can only endure so much without having to break as a person. And we all come from different walks of life. Some of us have had it easier than others. So some of this might seem like it's an easy run, but for some of us, it really puts us through hell.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember,
torturous.
Yeah, I remember getting out of my season and feeling like a complete failure, and like it was insane, because it's like that's not who I am, and that's not what was happening. But it's just the amount of pressure that goes into it, the amount of talent that every single person holds. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
You're literally in a crock pot, and you're just simmering and all those fillings, and then eventually it just busts from the pressure. So
I got a quick question. If you don't mind. Jump in real quick. So I have a buddy that won a reality show called Ink Master. All right. This is back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And breaking down with him one day, he was telling me, he goes, it's staged. Right? He goes, no, you go do all the work. You do the tattoos, but he goes, he said, he goes, I shouldn't have won, but I had the personality to like this and that.
Yes.
Do you think that has something to do? You think Dragula's like that at all?
Without
100% getting in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Without doing NDAs. No, 100%. Because for me, at least, I always said that the reason why I think I got exterminated was because I refused to go into the drama. Right. I didn't want to fight people. I didn't want to be the villain of the season. So the first episode, I let people walk over me, and I was like, and I told them, I was like, I don't need to fight with you because I don't feel like I need to prove myself to anybody in this room. And as much as I would like to keep my moral compass the same, but when you're going to a competition, a reality show that is there for the drama, that is not the move you should do.
That was one thing I noticed. Like when I watched your episode, when I started watching the season, I was like, holy shit, they talk a lot of shit.
They talk a lot of shit. And I was like, and I always wanted to preach and been like, I want to be that drag artist. I want to be that drag queen that doesn't talk shit, that doesn't get messy and stuff like that. That's fine in real life if you want friends and if you want fans and stuff like that. But in a competition, when you're going for a cash prize of $100,000, that's not the move to go to. You got to fight for what you want. And that's the biggest regret. Out of anything I've done on that show, that was my biggest regret, was not having a voice for myself and not being reality TV.
Yeah, because you have to be an alternate version of yourself.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And all of the things about you that are artistic or things that stand out, you have to maximize those.
Yep.
And like that's the unfortunate thing about reality TV is that like if you're going to fight with somebody, or some people have to do that to catch airtime and to catch screen time. But it's like that's why I never got on. I told you I didn't pass my psych evals two times. Yeah, they were like, you're too competitive and you're too aggressive, and I'm like, fuck that.
I wish that was me. I wish that was me.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think I told you. They were like, what would you do if someone betrayed you last episode? I'm like, I would tell them I'm going to send you home.
Yeah.
And like, well, we don't want you to do that. I'm like, well, I'm being honest. I'm like, you better hope I don't win this week because your ass is going home.
Oh yeah, yeah. 100%.
And you ruin, I guess, the surprise of But I'm like, no, I'm a vengeful.
In that reality show that we won't mention, I don't know if we're not, but but there wasn't a lot of that. There wasn't a lot of people being angry. No. But where I look at Dragula, holy shit, they were like, you walk in, they'll cut your throat.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, they put me through a lot of shit. They literally read me to the ground, to my grave. Honestly, literally to my grave.
Literally, you were
to the 7-foot hole waiting for me at the end of that episode. That's literally where they put me.
Yeah,
watching it back, it's very hard, very hard. Every time I watch my episode, because I do love rewatching my episode all the time, I always have to skip through it because I cannot stand the person that I was on screen, and I was letting all those people.
What do you mean? Like everybody wanted to have sex with you? What are you talking about?
That was off cameras, though. But
no, they said that on camera too. A lot of people
not to my face, though.
Oh,
not to my face. No, they said after the fact, after I left. They're like, "Oh, we missed the cutie and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Well, motherfucker, you shouldn't have been bullying me, or I would have been here. I didn't have. If I wouldn't have never had to defend myself, I would have been here personally." So I was like, "You little bastards, just put me out like that. Damn." But now that's
I love
why
sex.
Me too. That's why I'm honestly so excited to come back though, because especially going back to like the premiere and stuff, going to the premiere this weekend for Titans, it was so good to hear so many people saying we're glad that you found your voice, because it's like I'm glad that that's coming off that I seem more confident in myself, and I seem more confident not only in myself but my work too. And now that I feel like people think of me as even, like we're on an even playing ground now, and now it could be anybody's game. So that's why this Titan season has really given me a lot of inspiration and a lot of motivation to get my ass back to, or not even get back, but just to kind of evolve. I always call myself like the drag monster Pokemon that's constantly evolving, because no matter what, from where I was in season 4 to now, it is a huge difference on where I am. The confidence level, the outlook on life, and the outlook on my art and stuff like that. It's just through the roof evolution. So that's what's giving me, and that's why I'm excited to see what this season holds too, because I know I can't be the only person from a season that has felt this way. Because I know a lot of these queens and stuff that are on this season are close friends of mine and stuff, and so it's very heartwarming. I mean, as much as we're drag monsters and stuff, and a lot of people don't think we have hearts. We do. We have hearts. They're little and they're black, but they're in our
they're
in
a
body.
safety deposit box.
Yeah,
in another
exactly.
State,
so
still.
it does warm my little black heart that people get to see them again. It is very inspiring. Well, that's why I'm the most excited for, at least for this season.
Well, who do you think? So, because we don't want to go through the whole thingy, but
who do you?
So the winner of the first episode, was Melissa. No, wait, no,
it wasn't Melissa. As much as I wanted to be Melissa,
that's right. No, wait,
I love Melissa
sorry.
so much. She should have won. No,
it was
it was Miss
Victoria
Black. Miss Victoria Black,
yeah.
which I think was very much deserved.
Would that have been your pick for winner for this episode?
Yeah. With who was in the top? Yes, I think Victoria knocked it out of the ballpark. I mean, I think they were literally the essence of Halloween and a Halloween party and reimagining Halloween costumes and stuff like that. I think they literally embodied it. Now, if Melissa was in the top, which she was only safe this episode, but I feel like she should have been the top.
Yeah.
I think it would have been in between those two because I think they really did serve looks that were the embodiment of a Halloween costume revamped to being their drag persona, but then also the performance challenge. I thought Victoria and Melissa were the most striking in the music video. I would also include Astrid in there. I think Astrid did a really good job.
So
Hello to a Phoenix Queen, yes.
My top two would have been Astrid and Victoria, and I would have actually, although Victoria was amazing, I would have picked Astrid because the amount of work it seems she did, and also the what she put into being like the host of the party. Yeah, she was giving me Martha Plimpton from 200 Cigarettes.
Oh yeah, that's a great reference.
Very much that.
Yeah,
like this is my party, and God damn it, you guys are gonna have fun and just. Yeah.
What was so cool, especially with Astrid and seeing her not only be the host, but then just thrive in this episode, was because in a last performance challenge, you could see how nervous and how in her head Astrid was.
Yeah.
It was so good seeing Astrid be so excited, having so much fun when she's like kicking her feet around, when she's got the little snack tray, and when she's putting the record on. There's just so much, like it looked like she was having so much fun.
Yeah, and then you have fun watching somebody else have fun like that for sure.
Exactly. I was like, oh, this is getting me in the mood. I want to host a party now and stuff.
I don't want people in my house, but I get it. I'm feeling that.
I didn't say hosting like that. I have to talk about a different kind of hosting. No, but I think the only thing that kind of, for me, I didn't see so much of the creature from the Black Lagoon. I saw more of the Shape of Water, which is not a bad thing, just because they're both the same character. I just wish we would have seen a little bit more of the creature from the Black Lagoon face-wise.
Yeah.
Because I think it was, in my opinion, I think it was just Astrid in like some like really cool Shape of Water armor. And not saying that the look was bad by far. It was amazing. That's just me being nitpicky at this point because it is a Titan season. I have to be more nitpicky when it comes to looks and stuff that are presented to us. Because I don't necessarily, like, if we didn't have the little title cards that sold what they were, I could tell she was some sort of creature, like and water creature. I didn't necessarily get creature from the Black Lagoon, in my opinion, just by the way the costume was. I feel like it should have been a little bit more that way versus
I understand that. That's fair. So let's talk about the the extermination. So I thought that, I mean, I'm just gonna say straight up, I thought it was
actually the lack of extermination.
Yeah, there's no
because there is no exterminations this season, which is a little it makes me mad just a little bit, just because I like to see people in torture. But
so Jason, just to give you a quick heads up, on prior seasons of this show, they had people when you're up for elimination, they would like body pierce the shit out of you.
Oh, I missed the body piercing.
They would like put gauges
wild.
Like
it was
bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
they had you staple money to yourself.
That was before
your guys' lifestyle is like vicious.
That's like a handshake.
Well, I mean, I won't even say that's part of our lifestyle, because I don't know who besides Monique Shame goes out of their way to get gauge needles put through their arm. That was when they were just balls to the wall.
Wow.
And I love when Drac and Swan were like, these are challenges that are going to help your drag. what the fuck is being gauged through the arm with needles helping my drag?
Stapling $100 bills to
hard.
the inside of my thigh.
Or stapling bills to the inside of our thighs. Like, what does that have
Fucking
to do
Albert
with
Fish
making my drag? Yeah, I was like, what? Who are we?
And but then cut to like this last one when there was an elimination, extermination, if you will. They had him up on this thing, and they go, okay, like, you're the one that goes home, and then like you drop into they drop you into like a void, which I'm assuming
like
is
a trap door.
Yeah, like a ball pit or maybe like a foam thing.
It was a foam pit,
and I'm like, dude, I've seen them like literally do some crazy shit. Where
even mine, I thought my elimination's pretty pussy shit compared to everybody else. I was just buried alive with some bugs. That's pretty intense for.
It would have been sick if you would
have
just started eating the bugs. Oh, that would have been gangster.
About to. I was literally about to. The thing is we were in a pitch black coffin, so I couldn't see, and I couldn't. And they told me that I had to keep my arms
fapping off in there.
Yeah. Oh my god. The only reason I was so scared to like interact was because they told me to keep my hands at my side at all times because I didn't know how they were going to eliminate us. I didn't know because at the time they didn't tell us it was the one who lasted the longest there. Yeah. They just said, we're putting you down there. That's your extermination. And I know in season 1 when they did the Bury Alive challenge, they told us it was whoever put their arms and started freaking out first. So I was like, I'm not going to try and get eliminated, so I'm going to keep my hands to myself. I'm not going to make a spectacle of myself. I'm just going to try to last the longest. Spoiler alert, me and Zava we both last the same time. Eventually, they both took us out, and we're like,
yeah,
well, you guys both won, kind of, because you guys both just endured the shit, because it was just crickets and mealworms, and then they dumped water on us. Like, it's not that intense.
See, now you know you have to like flip that shit up. If you're ever up to elimination, you can like take your clothes off.
Yeah. Well, Zava's like in there.
Do something.
Zava's in there like next to me, like screaming and crying, and I'm here. I'm screaming, but I'm like, I'm not crying. She's fully going through like a meltdown.
That episode?
Yeah, I saw that.
So you saw that like you got the reference that Melda was Saw.
Right.
And Zava was
the pale man.
Okay, I was gonna say pizza or
lasagna.
It was definitely Mott's. It was some Mott's. It just looked like Mott's.
Yeah.
Fucking Dragula season 20, you're just going to kill you right there.
Just like
execute you right
That shit would be fucking.
Honestly.
How amazing would that be?
Honestly, they just like.
Sign me up.
Yeah, they just like literally blast you with like that shit from Terminator 2.
Yeah, literally.
Just like you just fall and shatter.
There's the bones and just go right into a pile. Yeah, no, exactly.
Honestly, I'd be like, work.
Literally, like, just another day in the office.
If I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, that's iconic.
Yeah, and that's what makes me a little sad that we're not seeing so much of a extermination, because this isn't an extermination. This is just how they eliminate you. They just put you on stage on a platform, and then they just say, da-da-da, you're eliminated, and they just drop that thing without you even knowing. So I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Because, I mean, as much as I know it's scary to just drop down without any notice, like, I mean, I know that from the first episode too, I did the same thing. But, it's nothing like what the queens in season 2 had to do, where they had to eat like live... What was it? Bugs.
They had to like. Well, I don't remember
tentacles.
Season 1. They had to like blow that thing when you had to like cockroaches.
Oh,
the
cockroach race.
They had a cockroach.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that Joe Rogan show back?
Oh, Fear Factor.
Yeah,
that's what I call this. I say Dragula is literally Face Off and Fear Factor had a love child, and then you add drag into the mix.
Queer
Factor. Yeah.
It's
drag race. Fear Factor and Face Off had a love child, and you get Dragula. Because those fucking things. But yeah, that little cockroach tube race, that shit so funny.
You had to like blow in it, right?
There was two ends of a clear pipe, and there's a roach right in the middle, and you have to blow
as hard as you can
to your other person's mouth. You have to blow the roach. And I just remember just one of that time they got a good thing, and that roach went right in the back of that person's throat.
Yeah.
Oh no! I would.
Yeah, those are good. Those are creative. Hopefully they'll go back to. They'll give us some crazy shit.
Well, we didn't even mention, but instead of doing exterminations, they have what they call, which was introduced in our season, the fright feat. So at the beginning of every episode, there's going to be what I would consider like a maxi challenge. Of each episode. So each episode, they will have to perform some sort of maxi challenge, which is called the fright feat, which is like a mini extermination. So if you don't do that challenge, if you don't go through with it, like this episode was bobbing for apples.
Oh, that's right. I would have done that.
Blood and guts and stuff like that. Fun. Love that. Like I said, another day in just the work field for us. I guess the rules are now, if you can't go with it, you're eliminated right there, and the person who was originally exterminated the past episode takes your place. So I don't know physically how that works. So if there's going to be, I don't know how that's really going to work.
It better get serious, because if they had like kiddie pools filled with like innards and like a pig head, and then like you had to like bob for apples in there. I would fucking do that shit in a heartbeat.
See, as an engineer here, I need to get video on this, because I need this video on my face. Listen to you guys talk. I'm like, my jaw's on the floor.
Like,
oh, you haven't heard shit yet.
Oh yeah.
Wait until we start talking about bar life and shit.
Oh yeah. I was about to say we're constantly going through an extermination challenge just at the bar life here in Phoenix.
Like, for real.
Shit, it's a fucking extermination just trying to go to the bathroom in a bar here in Phoenix. That's for sure. You don't know what you're going into there.
The funniest thing ever is I saw this thing on YouTube where like this straight guy went into a gay bar. He had like a fucking, I don't have TikTok.
Yeah.
But he was like a TikTok guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it popped up in my feed, but it did. And he's like, hey, I just went in this gay bar and I just took a hellacious shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's like, the funniest thing is that all the guys were just like so horrified, like, oh, people don't use the bathroom in there.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the bathrooms in a gay club. The bathrooms at a Stacy's is never used for the bathroom.
Although at the Eagle LA, it's the funniest fucking thing, Jason.
God. Yeah.
There's literally just like a piss trough.
Yeah.
And there's a mirror that's like
just right there,
horizontal,
right
that's
there.
tilted down.
You could
so like
everybody's
basically there to look at
you're just looking
You're
at
like,
everybody.
nice watch.
Literally, it's just like, dude. They have a secret bathroom in the back though for like people that actually need to use the bathroom.
I was getting ready to say that. I mean, if you're in a bar long enough, and I know you guys won't get these stories later, but I basically got to go to the bathroom. Like, where the hell? Alley? I mean,
there is like a little hidden closet bathroom.
Oh yeah, no, I never go into the bathrooms ever at clubs, especially like when I'm in WeHo and stuff. I always just wait as long as I can, and then on our way to the next club, I'm just popping in the alley. I'm just going right behind a trash can. I'm not joking. That's
you were brought up right.
Literally, that's the cleanest place anywhere in LA when it comes, especially a bar.
They don't even have soap in that bathroom.
No, it's
because they're like, this isn't for using the restroom.
No, nobody's using a restroom in WeHo for the bathroom reasons. Let's be honest, nobody is.
I'm learning so much.
Oh gosh, told you it's like a crash course in
into
Sodom and Gomorrah,
the queer life, all these queeros and weirdos.
But you know, like it's 100,000. You know, who's going to say no to that?
Sure.
Yeah. You know, if a lot of people are like, I wouldn't do that. Oh, fuck yeah, right. Someone offers you $100,000.
Yeah.
To bob for apples and some pig's blood and pig intestines. I'm doing that. What the hell? Are you kidding? No, I'm doing
for sure.
That. No questions asked. Absolutely not.
Maybe they'll do like a WWE, or not like the Japanese wrestling where they put you in a ring and like it's rigged to like blow up,
shock you, or
some shit. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
I don't know. Well, yeah, you know, it's just episode 1.
Yeah,
so.
It's getting started. It was, you know, pretty entertaining, drama wise and stuff like that. The looks at the end of the episode were great. I mean, like I said, it was a little lackluster at first, but you know, they really did it. But this is, like I said, it's just the introduction. Next week, I know it's probably going to be a shit show, just knowing as much of the drama that went on and stuff. There's going to be a lot of fighting, probably.
That makes for good TV.
Yes, and you know the looks, I think, are just going to progressively get better and better and better. And
so let's. Who's the trade for you for?
Oh, everybody already knows because it's already all over Twitter and stuff like that. But you know, my baby daddy, Melissa B. Fierce. Okay. It has to be. I'm going to pause you right before you even tell me yours because I have to confront Franco about something because they text me when I'm at a viewing party the day after the premiere and said that he wanted to have so much sex with Yoska.
I did.
I'm just going to ask why.
I don't know.
I have so many questions for you. Yoska is by far not like unattractive or anything, but you know, just it shocked me.
There's certain things that there's certain things that that are just
no judgment here, just questions.
No, I prefer judgment, but how am I going to get better? If somebody's wearing like a beret or a fucking bowler hat, you could have meth teeth.
Wait, what's a bowler hat?
Like the British, like a bowler hat.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like you could fucking have meth face. If you're wearing that hat, I will have sex with you.
A beret makes you wet.
I'm like, it's the beret for me, and and also like a conniving little,
gremlin,
like a gremlin. It's like just I don't know. It's something about like being a weird person in a room full of weird people, and to me, you stand out as the one that's kind of weird. I'm like, I'm having sex with that person.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I did have a lot of NyQuil. I also I followed up and told you. Like, maybe
when you said the NyQuil, I was like, it better be
I had like
it
literally 3/4 of a bottle of NyQuil.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I got no wonder you were saying shit like that to me then. That's so funny.
I'm like, I don't know what my problem.
No.
And that goes back to their original season, by the way, too. So
really? Oh, okay.
It's been kind of like a weird.
Been a long time. This has been a long burning passion.
It's been.
For you.
It's.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would leave my marriage. No,
I am questioning, but you know what? It's fine. We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, it's but yeah, that was.
So that's your pick.
That's
your
my.
pick?
I'm gonna stick with that pick.
Okay.
For for now.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure to send Yoska your Instagram and stuff like that. Let you know. I'm gonna introduce you guys. It's gonna be very fun.
Oh, I mean, we can have sex. I don't really want to be friends.
Don't follow me.
Being friends sounds personal.
Oh my god.
But this is our intro episode, so we're kind of just like shooting the shit.
Yeah,
we're gonna like stack up a lot of guests.
Yes.
Hopefully, no one that we've offended.
After this podcast, none of the Dragula girls are coming here.
Okay, quick question, real quick, before you get out of here. Okay, once again, I'm learning here. Okay,
yeah.
So how is everybody's skin? Is it thick? In other words, if you are talking shit about somebody, and not talking shit, but like just like whatever, is that like fucking mortal enemies, or like, you know what, that's no big deal?
See, that's like a toss up within the scene. I feel like a lot of people do have a pretty thick skin, but there is some of us that take shit way too personally.
Really?
Way too personally.
I'm not one of those people. You don't
know.
Yeah, I know Franco.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want about me because it's probably true.
Yeah, me, it takes a lot for you to piss me off or for you to be an enemy of mine.
Yeah.
So personally, I think from what we said, it was nothing compared to what has been said to us on Reddit. I assure you of that. I mean, there was a lot of shit going on about me on Reddit. And if I would have taken everything into consideration what Reddit had to say about me, I would have offed myself a long time ago.
So this is going to take a hard right into kind of some straight territory. So the other day, this is like 2 weeks ago, you got into it with somebody and they said something to you, and then you're like, and then you got into.
Oh yeah.
The funniest shit about that was like you fell, and I was reading it, and I'm like, oh, you fell right into their trap. Cut to then me the same day, on a fucking ESPN app, and I said something, and I'm like, you shouldn't have fallen for that. And then I'm doing the same shit. I'm in the same fucking boat. Like, I'm a gay guy that likes sports, but. And then I'm like, it's like the same pattern of argument, and they got me to engage them.
Yes.
And then all they wanted was that engagement.
They just want the engagement. But you know what? The outcome of mine was I got that person's account deleted, and they came in the next day and was like, please take the post down. I didn't mean anything I said. I was like, fuck you. That's what you get for being a little troll on the internet, okay? You don't get to go stand around and calling people flops of their season and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I was like, so if you don't want to happen, don't come into my DMs. Don't slide into my DMs. Go to Reddit. Reddit, I don't care. That's a cesspool of haters and stuff like that. But don't come on my Instagram and call me a flop in my DMs, okay? Because you're messing with the wrong bitch. I'm telling you that much.
It's just literally...
I got their account reported and blocked, okay? And deleted. So
it's really, really hard to
try
do that.
Me. Wow. No, I had that shit locked down. I was like, fuck you. They're coming. They're like, you ruined my business. I'm a tattoo artist. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, you're bullying. You're calling people fat and fat phobic and stuff like that. I was like, you got what you deserved. I don't care. Begging me to take it down. I'm like, no, that's what... Kids these days get way too comfortable being behind a screen all the time and with their little keyboard. And
everybody gets to be an alpha on the internet.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's exactly what they were. They were acting like the alpha males to me, and then immediately when it come back to bite them in the ass, they're coming into my DMs begging me, saying, you won, you got what you want. I was like, I didn't want any of this.
Yeah.
Do you think I asked you to come into my DMs and send me hate? Absolutely not. Yeah. I could have slept pretty fine without you doing that. You chose to do that, and now the consequences are coming back at you. So next time you'll learn not to hate on bitches like that. So, because you're messing with the wrong one when you're talking to a Dragula girl. Come on.
Come on now. You guys are already like,
for real. We're already fucked in. Yeah, I was like, we're already fucked in the head as it is. Don't try us, please. You're messing with the wrong one.
I drank pig's blood, motherfucker.
Literally, it's like I was buried alive with crickets and shit like that. Okay,
I jerked off in a coffin.
Literally.
Oh, wait, that was Franco. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
man.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. This has been, like I said, it's been fun. It's
it was so much fun.
I've learned a lot today.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
This is only the beginning.
Yeah, this is only the beginning. Okay, so we're
only on level 1 of hell.
Oh yeah, this is like
there's so many.
You're like, this is on like what is that? As above, so below, where you're like crawling through that little tunnel.
Oh yeah, you're only.
Maybe we shouldn't go in there.
Yeah, this is just getting your toes wet.
Oh god, it's gonna get really, really, really crazy.
This is fun.
Well, so we kind of talked about this. We said we're gonna have like a pick, right? We're gonna do a pick each time we do an episode.
Yes.
I don't know what we're really gonna call it. Like,
what did you call it?
I don't know, something like fucking.
What did you call it?
I don't even remember. Like a horror fuckboy or something. I don't know.
I
Basically, like a.
We'll stick with horror fuckboy for right now.
Fuckboy. Coincidentally, that's my online handle.
Oh,
yeah. I guess you know what?
You know what? You called it Fright Night Fuckboy.
Fright Night Fuckboy. I have to address something really quick though.
Yes.
So people have been hitting me on social media and DMs and saying like, "Hey, are you in California?" I'm like, "No." And then I'm getting a lot of
someone using you on Grindr.
Yeah. And like I'm not on any of those things.
I know how that goes.
So people are. First off, I'm flattered. Second off, I'm offended that they're pictures from like 4 years ago.
I was in
but
New York
go
last
for it.
week. Wasn't ever in New York physically, but my Grindr was there.
Yeah, I was going to be dancing in Chicago.
Yep.
But yeah, it's so like I'm not on that shit. So people are like saying that someone told me that it's someone told me that it was me and that I was it's me, but I'm married to a lady.
Yeah.
And I don't want my wife to know.
Oh, you're that down low, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and what do they hope to get out of that? Because it's like, what are you trying to get? Someone to send you nudes or something? Yeah, because you can just hit me directly. I'll send you nudes.
That's exactly what it is.
You don't gotta go through all that shit.
That is.
You don't have to put up with those ads.
Yeah, that's such a mystery to me, though.
No, I'll just send it to you for free. But yeah, just come right to the source. Like it's
literally.
So yeah, it was always like my Fright Night Fuckboy.
Yeah, Fright Night Fuckboy.
Who's your Fright Night Fuckboy?
Well, mine's gonna go with Skeet Ulrich, only because ever since I was a wee little boy, have always had like eye candy for him. I don't know, him and Scream 1 just really did it for me, and honestly, I altered my appearance every day now to this day due to him. I like having the same hairstyle as him. I like kind of giving that weird like bad boy energy, even though I am far from it, far from the truth. But you know, did
you ever see As Good as It Gets?
Yes,
he plays a gay hustler.
Yeah, he does play that, and that was my wet dream. Wet dream. But you know, it was very exciting seeing him in Scream 5 because he looks better than ever.
He was at the event, right? Wasn't he at one of the events we went to?
Yeah, I think so.
He was at Monster. I saw him. And he's all like, he's definitely okay. He's on vitamin B shots, if you know what I'm saying. I'm saying it's steroids, but
you said steroids.
Well, it could be testosterone, but like he's obviously doing something in some military movie or some shit.
This guy gets jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. You know, he's beating people up. He's definitely kicking ass.
Yes.
So yeah, hey, yeah. You can't go wrong with Skeet Ulrich.
Oh,
and he's like 50 probably.
Yeah,
right?
he looks great. He looks
really good.
That's what I'm saying. Like I literally, I wanted to physically be him because I'm like, that's who I literally, out of drag, that's what I want to be. I want to be a Skeet Ulrich of the world. Yes.
He looked pretty roid ragey too.
He's got to be careful. He's on at that age though. He's got to look. I'm an old guy, you know.
Yeah,
you don't want your heart to explode.
Yeah, you gotta be easy on those. Well, I'm sure he's got professional help though. You know.
Well, I mean,
he's not like taking Tijuana fucking horse.
Hopefully not.
You can get those pretty cheap though.
Oh yeah.
So your liver will be destroyed, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Do anything for beauty. I'm gonna go with Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
Crispin Glover with the amazing dance from I think it's what is it, Final Chapter?
The Final Chapter.
Friday the 13th Final Chapter.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm gonna go.
I already told you because we already shared our picks before we got on here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we didn't have the same one.
I mean, we would still do it three-way.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh boy.
But you know, I literally immediately said, I was like, that was exactly who I knew you were going to pick.
Yeah, fuck. Except Crispin Glover has an album, by the way, Jason.
Oh, wow.
And he's so out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
I have a CD. It's a CD. It was never released on vinyl, but he actually put his real cell phone number on the liner notes.
Oh, that is hilarious.
And he's like, this is literally my number. call me so we can talk about the album, and I've never called.
Really?
Because I'm fucking terrified of that guy.
And look, I have this is funny, you said Crispin Glover. I have in our store here, I have something like a serial killer book that's like real photographs, I think, of like actual serial killer.
Yeah.
And he signed it. He's not the author.
Oh.
But
Doesn't
he just
even
fucking signed
surprise
it.
me.
I have his autograph. I gotta find it for you. I'm gonna give it to you guys.
I would.
I don't know what the hell I have to do with it.
Oh fuck. I don't know. It's something about someone that's crazy that does that weird dance and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even him in the final chapter, he kind of looked what you were giving in our podcast cover too. He had the glasses.
I was channeling Chris.
Yeah, you literally were. That's why I'm like, I'm not surprised you're picking that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised, and especially too with the guys that you be posting on your. I'm on your close friends list. On
Instagram. I have a close friends list.
Yeah,
Jason.
Oh boy.
and
you don't want to see it.
I'm good.
It's just a bunch of nude sketches of people that model
nude sketches
for me.
of porn stars and stuff. Nothing ever. But it's always the guys that you're like. You're going all head over heels for is always somebody like that. It is always the like nerdy boy and stuff like that, which is so funny. It's so funny because I'm not just guessing here, but I was just like I wouldn't have taken you as someone who was
it's into like the BDMs.
Yeah, because I'm like you're like a little beefcake over here.
Oh, big, okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking you're going with like
I'm going
a
back to my
gym bro.
Rolodex. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going with like a gym bro or something.
Oh fuck no.
That
Speaking
is
of
so
bros,
funny. Speaking of bros,
fuck that movie. Anyway, back to
oh god, we're not gonna even go there.
But I'm not. I'm not into that. That's not my vibe.
That's so funny.
I like somebody that might murder me. Someone that looks like they're plotting something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The one who's literally going to stab you in the back. You had no idea.
Yeah, someone that I need
that keeps your world interesting. I get it. You're always on your tippy toes. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely someone that's yeah. I need someone to be like braces and glasses and just look crazy. Just look crazy. That's the way to get in my pants.
Let's also face it. You also want to be the hot one in the relationship too.
No, it's fucking hard to be the hot one now. As I'm getting older, I've said this before. It's like fuck. I got to be the fucking funny one all the time. And sometimes hey, occasionally I'm funny, but it's like. It's hard.
I guess I'll take that. I want to be the hot one in the relationship. I want to be the hot one.
Why do you think I'm staying home all the time?
Not me.
Why do you think I don't go out anymore? Because I used to go to the fucking bars and people knew me from my old social media and shit. And they're like, this thirst motherfucker. Like this. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh,
like, because you remember my old Instagram when I used to be a dancer and shit.
Yeah, I got to jump in there real quick. Like when you started becoming a vendor at the store.
Yeah.
Right? Gina, my wife, she goes, she digs, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's just like, hey, Franco, I found some social media. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. She's like, he's on DudeTube. And I'm like, I don't need to see this.
God.
I'm good right now.
Is that a real thing?
I think it was like a DudeTube. It was
Guy
like,
World or some shit.
Yeah. There's also one that goes, it's like Phoenix Guys. Phoenix or AZ guys, and they post everything. I mean, they have me from my Twitter, but they don't ever tag anybody. So it's just like anybody in Phoenix who they think is hot as fuck, and they get the most skimpiest, the most thoughty pictures of us. So you're probably on there.
So like when I worked at Zia, but we'll close on this little tidbit.
Yes.
When I got hired at Zia, they did the same shit. So when I was in college, I did this girl that was a friend of mine was doing a photo assignment, and she's like, would you get nude? And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And so it was like so fucking staged, and I'm like, it's just like the shit now that people get paid to do OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah,
but back then, it's like basically,
I'm
like scrubbing with soap, and she's like, and hold it and pick your foot up, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like trying to look all like spontaneous, and then they're like, hey, so I got the job at Zia, and they're like, we Googled you, and I'm like, okay, and then they're like, and the weird thing about that was like a fucking photo assignment from college.
Oh, really?
How did that even get on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
This is like before digital shit, and she's like, yeah, is that you? And I'm like, that's not me. It's like right in my face.
It's dead center.
And she's like, that's you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's me. And it's just so fucking funny that picture.
What the funny thing is when Gina got done, she goes, yeah, I think he's on like DudeTube. I was like, oh boy. She goes, perfect fit for the store. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's like
the little eye candy of the store.
It's like, dude,
everybody in.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
But it is what it is. I don't care about it. But like I said, if anybody's trying to get nudes from me, just first off, don't talk to people on the apps. It's not me. And I'll send them to you directly. Yeah.
Yeah, go straight to the
Probably
source.
better than what they're going to send.
That will be a constant stream for both of us because my Twitter DMs or any DMs is always open
Oh, boy.
for anything. Y'all thought Franco was bad, but I don't care what comes in my DMs. I am down for anything. I am a little slut. We'll just say that now.
It's like, okay, yeah.
I'm a little gore horse, so
You little gore horse.
Yeah. So I guess on that note, we'll just kind of share.
wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
That's a good way to wrap it up.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll just end off by sharing our social medias. I am Formeldahyde on Instagram, Facebook, and then Twitter is Formeldahyde666. That's the only thing that changes. But that's for me. That's where you can find me.
And then I'm _Wolf Tummy. You can get a hold of me if you want nudes. I'll send them to you. And I'm not kidding. I will. I don't fucking care. Or you can like take or you can take a look at my horror art and my work and shit like that. And then also please check out Terror Trader.
Yes,
thank you, Jason, for letting us do this here.
Of
It
course,
is the
yes,
only
thank you.
year-round horror shop that matters in the world.
Honestly,
But
yeah.
it's the only year-round horror shop in Arizona.
And that
I'm like,
will
what
be,
the fuck?
Hey, we're having fun, man.
We're having fun, dude. You know what blows my mind is when someone comes in here and I hear them go, I've driven past. I've never even knew this was here, or I saw the horror sign. Like you didn't. What did you think it was?
Yeah, I know, right?
I wish I would have had one of these stores when I was a little kid.
Same here. This is why we built this thing, man. It was like
I feel like a kid anytime I come in here. I'm just like eyes big, wide open, looking around.
The best feeling as an owner that is when I see that when I see somebody like you walk in and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm like
nobody talk to me. I'm just going to look around. I'm gonna spend hours in this store.
That's awesome.
And it's haunted.
It's
legitimately,
which is
like,
we love to see.
Which I guess in another episode we'll get into your paranormal experience
I know,
you had,
yeah.
which it was great because
it was. People ask if it was real, and I'm like the biggest fucking.
Yeah,
like,
you were a skeptic.
I am a diehard skeptic. If
Yeah.
anybody ever tells me I felt something, I'm just like, fuck you. But it really did happen. I did see something.
Yeah.
Something flew at me.
Yes.
Hopefully we can catch.
And we have it all on video.
And it's all on video. And then I did feel something. So
Yes.
Hopefully one time maybe when we're recording live too.
Something will happen. The ghost touched all my senses.
Right.
We're gonna attract a different kind of ghost, me and you. With
Yeah.
This podcast.
Oh, yeah, for
I already
real.
know. We're gonna
Here we go.
Yeah,
a little
here we go.
succubus or something.
Like, oh my god. All right, well, thank you guys for listening. We will get back to you on episode 2, and we're out of here. Thank you, Jason, very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for
Bye.
Bye.